So with Phatifax, what's interesting about Phatifax is that I only had about, I want to say I had about $10,000 saved. I had about $5,000 in credit cards, and my probation officer gave me a 90-day pass to go to LA and find a location.
Okay.
I took that 90-day pass. I found a location. I spent every bit of my 10 grand in 1999. And I'll never forget because it was around December, and come January, I was only going to have enough money to pay my rent, and I'll be broke after that. And there's a friend of mine from the penitentiary who came in my office. His name is Flint Coleman. Flint walked in. He like, oh, I go, what's up, LL? You know, good. You know that penitentiary stuff is real.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Flint was like, hey man, you know, I want to bring this dude down here. He want to meet you. And it just so happened that the guy he brought was Paris Johnson. Well, I did a bunch of stuff for Paris Johnson with Nike, and also I did stuff for him for Death Row when I was in Oakland. So Paris and I were friends.
Okay.
So Paris Johnson was the president of Death Row at the time.
Okay.
But he brought Paris Johnson because he took on a new role at a company called Black Ground Records.
Black Ground Records.
A lot of people don't know who Black Ground Records is.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, that's Barry Hankerson company. Barry Hankerson was married to Patti LaBelle. Yeah. He's behind the Aaliyah, Timberland. I can keep on going. Barry has been very instrumental. Missy Elliott. I mean, Barry has been like a pillar in the music industry.
For a long, long time.
Long time. So he dealt with goons. And them goons came to my office and they're like, hey man, we finna do this project called Romeo Must Die.
Okay.
Soundtrack.
Damn
and
right.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. And when we did that project, it's funny because I talk about it in my book called An Urban Child. Okay. And I described the day that they walked in, and I described how they wrote me a check for so much money that the bank did not even want to let the money clear.
You had a problem with it?
No, I made it happen. But the point is that was the first time I seen that much money in a check.